You do realize that stuff would kill me, right?
Why would it kill you, officer?
Because I can't take that due to a medical issue. So again, no, I
Do you
don't.
need medical assistance? Would you like me to perform mouth to mouth?
I'd recommend not saying that again. Alright?
What? That I would perform mouth to mouth resuscitation on you if you needed medical attention?
Clearly I'm not, and you're wasting time. What is your name and identification?
What time have you? What time am I wasting? You got somewhere important to be, officer?
197, we just had a helicopter crash at
You got somewhere? Have you called your supervisor yet?
I'm waiting for your information, and then I will.
No. So if a supervisor's requested, you need to.
I still need your information so I can give them a name.
You said you've already ran my number plate, so you've got my information.
Your registration and
given
your
my
name are
to
two
me.
different things. Just because
You've
your
already given my name
registration
to
becomes
my
back
phone.
on the radar over there, or the system over there, doesn't mean anything. Okay, I need your name to match with the registration.
How about you have a little bit of professionalism, officer? You've already criticized
Professionalism?
my,
You're not even
my
pulled over on
name.
the right, like, at all. You're pulled still in the middle of the street.
I didn't realize you were pulling me over, officer. I thought you were going to go round me.
Why would I go around you?
Because I was following all traffic
You
laws.
were not. You were swerving in and outside of the yellow lines over there, over on Strawberry Avenue,
Okay,
and then
well,
you
if
ran
you've got
through
the,
two red lights.
If you've got the dash cam footage, then we'll proceed that way, officer.
You gonna give me your information?
I will. I am gonna pull slightly forward to get out of the way of this car. I'm not ready.
You need to pull over even more.
That's what I'm doing, officer.
You should have done that in
You
the
are
first
correct about
place.
that. Well, like I said, I thought you were going around me.
Right. Okay. So, information or no?
So, supervisor or no?
Alright, you're gonna make this more difficult. Okay. Let me get a 32760 for an unlawful and uncompliant civilian.
Guarantee when your supervisor comes, they'll see I'm being compliant.
No, I've asked you at least 4 to 5 times to give me your information. You refuse to do so.
It's an unlawful.
It's
stop,
not an
officer.
unlawful stop. I literally could have probably given you a verbal by now, but because you're so defensive,
want a
which is
verbal,
also
'cause I've not done
indicating
anything.
that you're also in the wrong. All right, because if you
I'm
weren't
not
in the
in the wrong,
wrong, you would have given me your registration and you
No, I'm not
would
gonna
have been
give
over
my,
this.
I know my rights, officer.
It's not about
I'm not gonna
rights.
it is
That
about
has
rights. The
nothing to
second
do
you
with
start
anything.
Overstepping, as soon as you start overstepping the
You're
mark,
not
officer-
listening. You're listening to respond. You're not actually listening to what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the police department and speak to one of your supervisors. I'm not fleeing. I'm gonna pull over. Into
No,
the car
you're
park
staying
just
right
over
here.
there.
You're staying right here. If you move anywhere beyond this point, you will be arrested
Arrested for what, officer?
for fleeing and eluding. Okay,
I'm
you're on a
going
traffic
to the
stop.
police
You can't
station.
just
This
go
is not a
wherever
police
you
stop.
please.
This is not a traffic stop.
It is a
officer.
traffic
You do
stop.
not have
My
a
lights and
lawful-
sirens on.
Right, if you can show me the
I am
dash
not
cam that shows me
required to
that I
show
went-
you that. You are not an officer. You are not a lawyer. You're none of that. Okay.
Okay, well I will.
We're not
I
in
will
a
happily
court
go
session.
to court for it.
Okay, you're more than welcome to do that. Alright, but I'm also going to show the body cam footage of this entire situation here, how you're making this all difficult. I mean, seriously,
That's
dude.
not making it difficult.
Yes,
I'm
you
having a
are.
conversation
It
with
is
you.
clear
Just-
you
why
are in the
crying?
wrong.
Why are
Crying.
you upset? Are you
I'm
having
not
a bad day?
upset.
Don't take
You're-
it out on me, officer. Do you
Really?
need a hug or
That's the
something?
game you're going to play?
Do you need a hug?
After you just
Can I have
offered
permission to get out to give you a hug,
kiss me and
officer?
everything?
I haven't offered to kiss you. I offered to give you mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
That's pretty
as you
much the
said
same
you-
thing. The only time it's required is if someone is on the ground unconscious and not breathing. I
Well,
am
you-
standing
you said
perfectly
you would-
fine.
You said you were going to die, officer, if you'd been smoking.
If I take yes, because you seem to think I'm taking weed or marijuana or some kind of
Well,
drug.
I could smell it on you.
You
seem
definitely
intoxicated.
can.
You seem intoxicated, officer. Your whole attitude.
Just
I mean, there's
I don't
definitely
have an
something going on.
attitude. I'm annoyed at the fact you're making this more difficult than it is. Let me get
You're
a
annoyed
32
that
to
I'm not just
760 Center
complying with
Street.
everything you're saying.
Copy. Also, go ahead and get me a LSPD supervisor because he's really being uncompliant.
I'm not being uncompliant.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
having a
You should have,
conversation
dude.
with
This
you.
could have been over with and gone. It really
Yeah,
could have, and you had to drag it along.
I'm not dragging it along.
Yes,
I'm just
you are.
refused to give up my
Because see,
rights,
here's
officer.
what I'm indicating right now. You don't want to give me your stuff because I'm gonna find something, or you're in the wrong and you don't want to admit it, which is fine. That's completely, you have every right to do that. Okay.
Officer, if you're having a bad day,
I'm
just
not
say
having a
it.
bad day.
It's-
I'm explaining to you why you're making this all difficult.
I'm just having a
I
conversation.
could have literally said, "Hey man, just slow it down. Make sure you're driving
I
right."
was going the
And
speed
then, or
you
something
didn't have to say that-
simple. I could have said something super
limit. I
simple.
don't understand
and
why
you
you're
are
so
making
angry.
this
I'm
so
complying with
difficult.
everything you're saying.
I'm not
Like,
angry,
it's-
dude. That's just the way I speak.
Well, can you
You're
calm it
getting
down a bit more
defensive.
professional. I'm
I am
defensive
being
and just trying to
professional.
violate my rights, officer. You're
I
trying to violate
have
my
most
rights.
definitely not violated your rights whatsoever.
I've been-
I have
Because
asked you
I-
4 to 5 times to give me your information. You
I
have
told
refused
you
to do
that it's
so.
an unlawful
And then you
stop. I
also
requested
proceeded
a
to say that you were
supervisor.
going to pull up to the station.
Yes,
and that this
I
isn't
said
a
I'd go
traffic
to the
stop.
station I said I would go to the station to speak to a supervisor since you refused to call one for me.
I just called one.
He did. I heard it over the radio.
Yeah,
Again,
that
so-
was after about 5 minutes of
I
interaction.
because
so- Are
I
you the
because I actually
supervisor?
that's not what I said. You're gonna switch my word around and make
I
it
mean,
look
well-
like I'm not doing my job. Here's what I
I've got
said,
my-
and I want you to
I've got my
listen,
task
but not
force.
listening to
Is there any reason
response.
that you're screaming at me? Is there any
Because
reason
you're not
so
letting me
irate?
talk. You're just listening
You've
to
done
respond.
nothing but talk. You're listening to respond instead of listening to understand, officer.
Okay,
You
so
need
tell
to
me. So
start
tell me
listening
how I'm
to
in the wrong.
understand.
Tell me how I'm in the wrong.
Well, it was an unlawful stop. You
How?
said that
How is
I'd
it an
gone-
unlawful stop?
Well, if you let me explain. You said I'd gone through 2 red lights.
Yes.
Okay. I explained that I turned right on red. I came to a full stop.
I never
and
said it was
turned
on
right.
turn.
Well, those are the only red lights that I went through, officer.
There's no turn on Strawberry Avenue, my guy. You went
Well,
through
if you
2
could-
red lights
They
through a normal
Every
drive.
light was green in my eyes. that I
Okay,
went
and then
through.
I would have simply said to you, all I need is your information, which I did, and then I would have said, okay, man, it's probably just an
Well-
issue with the lights. I would have let you go.
No,
But
you-
here we are, you're making this more
Okay.
difficult because you don't want to give me your information
Are
because you
are
think
you the supervisor?
that you're the
sir?
right.
Me, I wish I was supervisor, but no.
No, can you get a supervisor?
There is no
down?
supervisor on,
I
dude.
believe there's
Got an
none
issue.
available. I
Well, can we
try
get
to call one,
can we get
you
an
know?
angel down here then?
An angel.
Because, yeah, this guy needs sorting out, mate.
If you want an angel, you can call one yourself.
Okay, I'll
You
get
do
on
realize
this
that-
guy. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Yep.
Step 598, right?
Mm. Is this for real happening?
I think so.
What's that for?
Wow,
Back
dude.
in
All
it.
you had to do is give me your information. That's all you had to do.
It's gonna be the panic. We're having now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, officer, right? But
Yep.
when on a traffic stop or initiating one, if you give someone their information, that's a lawful order, correct? Or an officer
Yeah.
asks? Okay.
Yeah.
One officer down at the panic.
So, not just that, but also
Police
correct
search
me if
under
I'm
what's the
wrong.
purpose of that panic?
Is it
597
simpler
truck
to
is
just give it
taking,
and then go on about our days, or is he refused a lawful order at least 6 to 4? Actually, probably 6
Hey, I'll
times
stand
now.
back. I did hear that. So no, the reason I refused to hand it over
Is because you think it's an unlawful
traffic
stop. Okay,
Yeah.
well, you know what you need to still do? Even if it's an unlawful traffic stop, okay, at least in your eyes, you still need to give me your
No, that's
information
why
as
I
that is a
requested
lawful
su-
order.
No, that's
Even
why I
if you
requested
request a supervisor, I still need your information.
Remember, I said to you I would give you my name, and then you proceeded to what was it you said? You were laughing and taking the mick of my name. It's not very professional. is
I
it,
wasn't
officer?
laughing. I thought it was a weird name. I'm allowed to think
Okay, well
it's a
that's
right
not
for
very
me and you.
professional, is it?
6-3.
I can't
What's
think
your name?
now,
What's your
so
name?
you're telling me I
My
can't
name's-
think
My
now.
name's Chief. Well, you can
Yeah,
think,
by
but you
shit on
shouldn't
your
say
shit on your
things.
license plate. His name is Chief of Police.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
why I need his name because I don't know if that's his real name or not. Which
No, it is. His license plate comes back to that.
Yeah,
His
I've-
license
I've
plate,
had
maybe,
multiple
yes.
Interactions
Stolen.
with police
Be
today,
stolen, though.
exactly. So I need your driver's license.
and that's why I said I'd speak to a supervisor. Because as you can see, what was your name, officer in the blue?
David Thompson, Lincoln.
It's gonna be a
Thank
all
you,
black.
Officer Thompson. And well, as you can see, you know, you're calm, whereas this officer's
Yeah, all black
irate.
semi.
I also said to him I
And
smell
it's gonna be the
alcohol
one where, like,
and
the
some
engine is
marijuana on him,
low drive
which he
it.
proceeded to say that that would kill him. And then
Yes, it
Officer
would
Thompson,
because I
if
have
he
a
was-
medical condition for it.
Yes, and then I said if he needed, I would have to give him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and I proceeded to try and gain some clarification on that, which
No,
he
you
seemed
most
to take
definitely
great
did
offence
not.
to.
And you ASL unit.
I took offense to the fact you accusing me of smoking marijuana on the
I'm just
job.
saying what I could smell. I mean,
You
your
clearly
attitude
can't
and your-
smell then, and I'm surprised you can smell with the mask that's covering your nostrils.
Oh, it's not covering my nostrils. See, look, if I look up, there's these little holes.
Hmm.
There's little holes. That's where my nostrils are.
Alright, maybe it's the mask that smells.
No, I mean it's brand new. You know, it's.
Right.
I've gone through a few of these. They get quite.
Alright, but you know what? You requested an angel, so let's get you one.
Yeah, well, I'm just waiting. So, Officer Thompson, other than you know this, are you having a good day?
I'm doing great, day you.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a fun day in the city.
That's
I'm not gonna
lovely to
lie.
hear.
Yeah, everyone seems pretty nice. I've had a lot of great interactions in the city. To be fair, a lot of people want to have a lot of fun, whereas you know, some people, not naming names, just can't unless it's going their way specifically. Seems to get irate.
Hey Thompson, you can go. It's gonna be government scene now.
Alright, you two have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, see you later, Officer Thompson.
Wow,
So
bro.
if the scene's broke, I'll just wait here.
Nah, bro, it's cool. You know, I can just tell you're not legit whatsoever. So,
No, it's not. It's nothing personal.
but no, dude, no. You want to make this government scene in the middle of RP? You broke character.
Wow,
It's all
you-
on body cam, so it's all you.
All right, whatever you say, my friend.
Mhm.
Are you? Just a question. Are you?
Don't talk
Are you
to me.
okay?
I'm completely fine, but all I
you
needed,
sure?
all I
You sure?
literally needed was your information. That's all I needed. But clearly you've done something wrong that you don't want me finding out, that you're making this a bigger difficult. Don't touch me, bro.
It's okay. It's just a.
That I can
officer.
arrest you for assault right now. Don't do that.
You
That's
can't
that.
arrest
That
me
is
for giving you
that is
You
a
can't
that
arrest me
is
for
yes it
giving you
is
a
because
hug,
I did
officer.
not give you consent.
You can't arrest me for giving you a hug, officer.
I can literally look up the law right now if you want.
That
Would
is-
you like me to
is
do
a
that?
power yeah, sure, do it, officer.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Sure.
Got you. Give me 5 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. I'll be here, officer.
So Zulu 22 for 1023.
I don't know why that panic is called.
All right, let's see here. Unwanted physical contact can also be a possible assault or battery. It doesn't always
You can
require a
say-
punch, and I did not
You
consent
can-
to it. I did not
Do you
consent to
consider a
it.
hug
I
battery
do
to you,
not.
officer?
I did not consent to it. Alright, bro. Yeah, you're
Down
going.
over here, 734.
Well, the scene's broke. You can't arrest me during when
Cool.
the scene's
Then you're
broken.
detained. The government's not here for right now, so you're being detained.
Right, this is we broke the scene. I've stepped out the vehicle. You need to uncuff me before it becomes a bigger issue than it already is.
No, I'm detaining you right now because you've cuffed me. Not cuffed me. You've hugged me twice, and I told you to stop it. And you're harassing. It's annoying. When someone says no, you need to learn to understand the word means no means no. Good God, I have generally never had this issue with anyone. You are the first. Congratulations.
Well, that's good.
That's not good. That's disappointing.
Can I give you a little kiss on the cheek?
Alright, see now,
Just as an apology.
no, I've literally told you you're not allowed to touch me in any shape, way, or form, right? And you're still pushing it.
Well, I asked permission if I could give you a kiss on the cheek. You said no.
I said no from the very beginning.
Yeah, well, your decision might.
That
have
doesn't
changed.
you think a kiss is gonna like, dude? Holy hell! best believe I will be sending this to my superiors. You know.
Well, I hope you do. I hope you enjoyed having fun in the server. Certainly did.
The server?
Yeah, we've already broke the scene. You've already said it's a staff sit now.
I'm just disappointed. I never said staff sit. I said government. Jesus.
Right.
Now you've broken character. Good job.
Well, I have broke character now. You're right because you've completely ruined the scene.
You've ruined the scene, dog. You requested an angel in the middle of everything.
We're gonna be passing in front of movie studio 703.
Zulu 224, show me out on a possible 1080 at postal 7.
I suggest you don't move me from where the thing is before I just I'll just quit and go to Discord. It's fine.
No, I'm putting you in here because.
Right, you're not. I'm leaving. Right.
Cool.
Right.
Go ahead. Right, and I'll let them know that you left.
True.
Middle of the damn scene again.
703. We're gonna be making
Yep.
a left. Vespucci Boulevard 704.
Jesus, bro.
I can't miss a stop at 746 Elgin Avenue.
Requesting the county, to postal 760.
Emergency.
Zulu 224,
Be advised, shots fired at 737. Two
Is that a fucking angel?
suspects.
I'm about to fucking lose it, dude.
What?
Did you not see the traffic stop I was on over there?
Bro, I haven't even left the station since I flown in 30 minutes ago.
I have